Squid Game Season 2 has finally landed. 3 years after the original series took the world by storm and became Netflix's most-watched show ever, with an unparalleled 2.2 billion hours viewed globally. The first season wasn't just a hit. It was a phenomenon that reshaped pop culture, turning children's playground games into high-stakes, life-or-death battles and sparking deep conversations about societal inequality, greed, and the human condition. The pressure to follow up such a groundbreaking success was enormous, and though a second season was never planned initially, Netflix had little choice but to greenlight it, considering the first season's viral success. Now, with early reviews rolling in, it's clear that Season 2 is facing mixed reactions, with a critics' score of 83% and a significantly lower audience score of 63% compared to the original's 95% critics' score and 84% audience score. The reduced episode count, from 9 in Season 1 to just 7 in Season 2, has sparked criticism, with many arguing that the show's pacing feels rushed, sacrificing the character depth and emotional beats that made the original so compelling. This shift could reflect the challenges of modern streaming culture, where years of production effort must somehow fit into shorter, more bingeable seasons. While the stakes in Season 2 remain high and the production value is undeniably elevated, critics argue that the magic of Season 1, its shocking unpredictability, raw intensity, and fresh concept, has faded. The surprise element that gripped viewers during the first season is harder to replicate now that audiences know what to expect. And while Season 2 introduces new twists and challenges, it struggles to recreate the same cultural impact. The main question now isn't about critical acclaim, but viewership numbers. Will Season 2 manage to match or surpass the unprecedented success of Season 1? For context, Squid Game remains Netflix's most-watched show ever, with 265.2 million views, far outpacing Stranger Things, Season 4 at 140.7 million views, and other major hits like Wednesday, Dahmer, and Bridgerton. Historically, follow-up seasons on Netflix have seen varying trajectories. Some, like Stranger Things, continue to grow in viewership, while others, like Bridgerton, peak with their debut seasons and see diminishing returns thereafter. The stakes for Squid Game Season 2 are particularly high, as Netflix has positioned it as more than just a show. It's now a full-fledged brand with merchandise, global fan events, and even whispers of spin-offs and adaptations. However, the danger of over-commercialization looms large. When a show becomes a brand, it risks losing the raw authenticity that made it special in the first place. Early viewers have noted that while Season 2 expands the universe of Squid Game with elaborate new games and deeper world building, it doesn't capture the same visceral connection and tension that defined the original. The first season resonated deeply because it felt timely and relevant, releasing at a moment when the world was grappling with pandemic-induced isolation, financial struggles, and systemic inequalities. That cultural context amplified its impact, making it a once-in-a-generation event that may be impossible to replicate. Still, Squid Game Season 2 isn't without its merits. The higher budget is evident in the intricacy of the games and the visual storytelling, and fans of the series will likely appreciate the return of familiar characters and the expansion of its narrative scope. But as audiences dive into the new season, many are left wondering, was this sequel made to enrich the story or simply to capitalize on the first season's success? While the verdict is still out, one thing is certain. Squid Game has already cemented its place in television history. Whether or not Season 2 lives up to expectations, it remains a testament to the power of storytelling to transcend cultural and linguistic barriers. Will Season 2 be able to sustain the franchise's momentum and solidify Squid Game as a Netflix juggernaut for years to come? Or will it serve as a reminder that lightning rarely strikes twice? Only time and viewership numbers will tell.